Today we're gonna talk about get dive straight into my what was topic segment. And the first thing on my what was topic segment is this Apple Music algorithm. Like, I gotta bring it up again because for one, I'm getting tired of keep hearing the same songs. Like, I'm confused on how y'all get all our money every single month, every payment on time, even if it ain't on time, is when they want to take it, even if you don't want to give it up, they found a way to snatch it. But you telling me y'all can't put the money into fixing the algorithm? Like, why do I hear the same songs over and over? And I have 4,000 songs. There's no way I should be hearing the same songs over and over again if I keep adding songs to my library. There's no way. It's something that they ain't telling us. They never gonna tell us. They just want our money for these situations, but don't want to fix anything. And it's like, why ain't enough of us complaining about that? Because I know I'm the only one that's getting irritated with Apple Music. And I don't want to go to Spotify because I transfer my music over, but I need to find a way of knowing if it's gonna work and do this and do better than Apple Music. Because I want to be able to listen to different songs every single time I go to the music app. It should be no way I'm hearing the same songs. But I just want to, before I start, I should have asked my fans, how are you mentally? What's going on with you? How you doing? How your day going? Put your anything that you got that you feeling in my comments so I could get more engagement. So I know, because I know everybody don't check up on each other nowadays. And sometimes we got to because our lives is busy. Every waking moment we doing something and we forgetting. But I ain't forget about you. How are you mentally? And if you're doing good, keep continuing to do good. And then I also want to ask people, are y'all listening to the AI music? Because it irritates me to see people doing it. I don't know why I'm pointing, but it irritates me to see people listening to AI music, and it's just like, why? Y'all got to do better because it's real artists out here that's fighting to survive and get their music played, and you rather listen to somebody that don't even have any feelings, somebody that never been through a struggle. Maybe coming from somebody that been through a struggle that just typed it, but I'm like, uh-uh. I want to hear the hard work. I want to hear the pain in your voice, the pain and whatever you went through your music. I want to feel it. I can't feel the same way I would about a robot that I could about a human because you just whoever did it, you did whatever. It ain't a song. It ain't. It's just words to me. And another topic, I hope everybody went to go see, or even you went to go see it. I hope you also went on Amazon Prime and saw the movie by Vivica Fox. Is God Is. Now that movie gets an A in my book because the plot and everything was great. Storyline, great. Like, I just wanted to know when they flipped back them covers when Vivica Fox got burnt, where her character got burnt. I wonder what she looked like under them covers because their faces was horrific. And I'm like, what was it? I mean, I understand she got burnt, but what does it look like under them covers? Like, is she just one lump of burntness? Like, I just want to know because that was sad to burn your kids and your baby mama. Well, his wife or whatever she was to him, but she still was somebody important. But he burnt them, the kids, the baby mama, all in the bathtub together. And that deserves an A whooping. BTA. Because ain't no way you gonna burn me and my sibling and my mama. I'm coming for you. There's no way I'm not. And when Biblical Fox character told her daughters, I want him dead, I'm not gonna lie. I will agree with doing it. And if my sibling didn't, we gonna do it. I'm gonna convince you because I just feel like we got living proof on our bodies that our parent did this and then left us. And you want me to live with these emotional scars and the physical scars too? No, dude, We had to spin the block around. I had to find you. Once I found you, we gonna handle you. But I probably won't kill him, but I probably would just torture him a little bit just to know that you feel how I feel. Even though I know you ain't gonna feel it, but I just want you to feel something because I had to feel something all my life. We look that different because I'm burnt. But I ain't gonna tell y'all too much. I just want y'all to go see it. And it was worth the money that my mother paid to watch it because I watched it twice, and each time I watched it, the ending really pulled at my heart. Like I wanted to cry, and and I don't cry off a lot of movies, but that movie really made me want to cry, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's wrong for men to cry, so I should be crying because real men cry, real men have feelings, real men cry. But I was gonna talk about Carmelo Anthony situation, but I'm going to leave that for other podcasters because I felt like I got to study the information and I got to make sure what I'm seeing is correct before I give my input because I don't want to give nothing wrong information, even though it's still my opinion. But I just don't want to give out nothing wrong. So I'm going to say that for the other ones. But like I said in my previous podcast, I feel how I feel. I still feel the same way that his situation was self defense. No matter what I seen, no matter what I heard, it's still self defense in my eyes because I just feel like, hey, don't go barking up a tree or you gonna get a branch. That's it. And then this Maryland man that I also saw, he was charged with a armor truck heist on them Brinks trucks in 2025. One thing he should have done was move out of country. You never do a big crime like that and still stay here. If I was to do a money heist and get away with it, I'm not podcasting anymore. I gotta cut my losses with podcasting because now I'm on the run. People gonna be looking for me. And it's too much technology out here for me to be having my face on stuff where they gonna find me. And I won't be able to upload my podcast from certain stuff because they're gonna find my IP address and find me where I'm at and all of this other bull crap. So I will have to be under the radar all my whole life, which will be sad. And I love to be on camera and I love to give people fun. But I probably would tell my family and friends, y'all got to catch my fun over here, in another country. You have to fly to me. I'll pay for your ticket. Like my house big enough where you can, stay there with me temporarily while you vacationing here. But if you do a crime like that, you leave the country. You never stay here. I don't get why people stay here when you do crimes like that. Like, I feel like if when it comes to money, only thing I care about is money. But if your crime results in money and you got lots of it, enough that you can survive in another country and build another life, leave here. Because the only thing you're doing is making your life worse here. Miserable. Because you're always looking over your shoulder. Why? When you could just live another country, leave and live free. So might as well go ahead and do that there rather than doing it here. Because I'm sorry, I'm not staying here. That's my goal. I can say my goal, but my goal is not to live here, but not to rob. Like, no, I'm going to do it the right way. But if I had a chance, I'm just saying, I would leave Virginia. That'll be my last podcast. I won't even tell y'all I'm doing my last podcast because there's no need. I just want to get on social media no more. Oh my gosh, I got to sneeze, and I don't want to sneeze on camera. But they talking about they got 1,000 of public school staff across. I don't know if y'all hear it. And it's an ad playing like ew. I remember when YouTube didn't have no ads. Like, come on now. Like, we shouldn't even have them. But I understand people bills got to be paid.
So that was it was already something that districts were grappling with, but that loss during the early years of the pandemic really has become an ongoing challenge. And enrollment is just such a key metric for schools because
Man, they say that thousands of public school staff across the U.S. face layoff warnings. And it's sad that this man that's in the office now rather pay $14 million for an algae pool than to help better students. They got rid of PBS Kids. They got rid of In Between the Lions, Reading Rainbow, because of they didn't want no kids left behind. I'm sorry, some kids need to be left behind. I was left behind and I'm okay. I had to repeat the third grade and I'm okay. I was fine with that. I don't I don't want to be pushed into something that I know I'm not ready for. Like, if I'm not ready for the third grade, the next grade, don't put me in it. Let me stay there to so I and once yeah until I'm ready. Because I feel like once I know I'm ready, then you'll see my grades will increase and they will look way better than what they do before. Because we pushing these kids along to become unfunctioning adults. Like we need to. I'm trying to understand. Like you can't. No, you can't just pass them along. And I understand that the teachers want the parents to help the kids along the way with their homework. And I feel like it's a double-edged sword because the way I say it is everybody play a part in the kids' growth. That's why I understand why they say it takes a village, because it takes a village. Take out everybody from the outside. And I say this to say the government is the cause. To me, I feel like the government is the cause of the reason why kids aren't succeeding because they putting stuff in place in my eyes. They putting stuff in place where I feel like they aren't helping the kids. They taking stuff out the history books, like they taking away certain Black history. Like they getting rid of that. They trying to make it that hey, slavery is looked at as something that it is okay rather than bad. And then, like I said, I also feel like it's the government because they taking stuff away and not helping and not putting after school programs like they used to for the kids that need help and extra assistance. And also the parents side, they're working a lot because things are increasing. So they can't really come home, try to decompress from work because they already work 8 hours or whatever hours they worked at work and no telling how their day was at work. They come home to your child trying to push their homework in front of you and you haven't done homework in many, many years. So you don't know what type of homework it is. You don't know what they're doing. You got to search and find it. So you got to decompress whenever you can or try to. You and no telling how many kids you got. So you try to help them with their homework and have time for yourself. Then if you got a significant other, then you got to worry about them too. So it's a lot that plays into it. So that's why I say it's a everybody problem. The reason why kids aren't succeeding. And I feel like it starts with the government. They gotta go back and stop putting back stuff that they took away because we needed PBS. We need what was it? Sesame Street. In Between the Lions, Rated Rainbow, um, Zoom, Zaboomafoo, all those old stuff like Cyber Kids, whatever I think it is what it's called. Like we needed all of that. Like when I ain't had cable, and that was on TV, I watched it. Like Magic School Bus taught me a lot. Like I still watch Magic School Bus as an adult. Like just to revamp my brain a little bit, just to make sure like I know certain things because I'm just like that was actually helping me as a kid learn and it made learning interesting. And I feel like we got to take away the technology, but it's kind of hard to do that now. I feel like you can take it away from kids, but that's not for me to judge people on because I don't have none. Because I want nobody to tell me, "Oh, you don't have no kids, so you don't know what to say." I mean, I have none, but I know what I would do to make sure they're good. But I know I want to raise them here in the United States. My kid, we might be Amish. Well, no, I ain't gonna say Amish, but we gonna live without technology for a little bit because I want them to grow with it rather than already have it at a young age. You going with it like I did. You gonna learn how to use your critical thinking skills without the internet. I want you to sit here, look at a problem, stare at it, and figure it out. And then after you figured it out, then you go to the internet after you figured out what the solution was. So then you go on the internet, you be like, okay, now I know I did it this way. So what way I can find a way to make it shorter? Now that I found it, I did it the long way. Now I'm gonna go to the internet to find out how to make it a short way. That's it. We should be using the internet as a crutch. But I want to ask my listeners and anybody that's watching, are we doing anything to help kids? Like, are we doing anything to help the kids prosper to become better functioning adults than what we was? Because we always keep saying, oh, our parents didn't teach us this, our parents didn't teach us that. But what are we teaching our kids now that they can prepare for the future? Because I understand everybody want to have fun, want to have a good time, want to show your kids, what life can be like. But what are we preparing them to have a better future than what we have? Because technology is changing and certain jobs aren't going to be available. So, what are you instilling or showing your kids how to become better? Because we don't want them to get out here and they be just as lost as us or even worse off, or either pushing them out here and forcing them to get a job. We should be trying to help them get a career without debt, because we see how the student loan stuff and going to school, you don't need a degree to get in certain fields no more, the way that it looks and the way everything going. So we should be teaching kids, hey, what's your career? I mean, what's your aspirations? It may change in the future as you get older, but we can, you know, guide them along the way to the field that they need to be in, or help them figure out what they want before they get to an age where it's like they should have made changes at such and such age. Like, we be thinking to ourselves at times, we be like, dang, we should have waited until I should have did this at such and such age. I feel like we should be already teaching them certain things, like, hey, this is what you need to do. Teaching them, hey, you need to be saving your money. Like, we need to be teaching them about financial literacy. That's why I say if I had a kid, I definitely will be instilling them the things that I wasn't told, but now I know as an adult. I'll be making sure I tell my child every single thing. I give it to them raw and uncut. Tell them, that's what it is. This is what life gonna be like if you don't do X, Y, and Z. So what you want to do? Like, I don't want them to think. I don't want to go into life blindly like I was, where I had to find out as I got older and as an adult what real life is, and now I'm just looking like, and we not mad? Y'all can sit here and go to a basketball game, football game, hockey, track, whatever game, topple over cars because y'all upset somebody lost. Go beat people up because somebody lost or your team lost. Get mad at a team you haven't even played nail sport. You just sitting at home watching it on TV and you mad at hoopla and hollering at a TV, but you can't go out here and do that same hoopla and holler to make a change for the better. When our ancestors sat out here and didn't have no technology and went out here and made a change for us, and we can't do the same thing. Like, we got technology out here. It's so many people that can do certain things in certain places that they can make changes that we can't. Like, if you in can't even talk. If you in cybersecurity, lock these people computer or do something to make a change. Like, lock a computer, do something. Well, because I know we can't have a Martin Luther King Jr. In this time, even though we don't need one, because are we can be him our own self. We have it in us. We just gotta do something rather than doing nothing. And I commend the people that are protesting, and I commend the people like me that are speaking up about it through social media. Hopefully it gets to certain people, and someday something happens. And I went off on a tangent when I should have just been going straight to the topic. Keeping that was on my mind at that moment. But like I said, what are we pouring into the kids? Because we need to be pouring everything we need to into the kids. Like, we don't need to, like I said earlier, some of them need to be left behind because obviously they attention is on other stuff. And if your kid need Adderall, give it to them. Even though that ain't for me to tell you, or found ways that you can keep their attention. I don't know. But I know I wish I had it at once upon a time, because that would have made me a better student because I swear my attention was short in school. Like I was always doodling. And that was a sign of ADHD because I was always, or either my teacher kept telling me, oh, telling me on my progress report, Levante was talkative, Levante disruptive, Levante is I'm always talking back. Mine was always talking. Distraction to classmates because I couldn't stay focused. But now as an adult, I know that I could have did better. And like I said before, we can't. I wonder, what are we giving the kids? Because now grandparents used to leave land and houses for people. What we leave in apartments, and that's not no shade. It's just the real. It's just like we can't live in an apartment. So what are we going to leave the kids? Like that's why I said before. I can have no, I want to have a kid, but the life I want them to live is non existent. It's past. Things are non existent. It's in the past. And I can't live there no more. But it's like, I would love for them to have the life that I once lived. Like I said, I want them to grow with technology rather than have it as a crutch and that's all they know. Like, no, I want you to grow with it. I want you to have an imagination. I want you to look at a picture and physically draw it, or either I give you something to write about, and you just sit here and come up with an idea, like out of nowhere, like how we used to do when it came to essays. We know it when we had to go and write an essay. Our teacher say, "Hey, write a 5 paragraph essay on this topic." Don't know nothing about the topic, no interest in it, but we found a way to write a story or whatever we had to write about on the spot, and we was good. So why can't the kids do the same thing now? Because I would love to see a kid or anybody, even me, write a story or something or about a topic without using the internet, 5 paragraphs on one topic, and the only thing you can use is books, physical books, no digital, just physical. Like I want to see somebody do that. Like, can they do that now? Because I feel like honestly, are we focusing on ourselves or are we focusing on not worried about the future? Like I just really want to know, are we not focusing on the future anymore? Like we just letting our life just pass us on by and letting these kids become, I don't want to say failures, but we just letting them just don't know about life because I'm like, they need to know. And also speaking about kids, I know we've been them before, and I know we're gonna. I know we've been in these situations when we used to go to Walmart and ride the bike through Walmart. But I know I used to ride. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to talk about that. But I remember we used to ride the bikes through Walmart, but we rode them through the electronic where the bikes was. Like wherever the bikes was, we never rode them any further. I know what I did. But I know the teenagers now are riding dirt bikes through malls and stuff. And I'm like, see, this is why we need after school projects and stuff. I mean, after school programs. Because these kids will have more to do. Because why they riding a dirt bike through an empty spot? I mean, through an empty spot. Through anywhere. Y'all should be in a summer camp or at home with your friends. Because I know from what I remember, I was, I went to no summer camp with my friends, but I remember we was outside having fun riding bikes outside versus inside of Walmart or anywhere because I just feel like I ain't gonna say we feared our parents, but we know how much trouble we was gonna get into when we got home if we did something like that. Even when I got older and we did childish stuff like that, it still was in a certain area. It won't like, you know, somewhere where we can get in trouble. And if we did get in trouble for it, it won't something serious. And I saw that the House of Democrats is trying to impeach the Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon. I think that's her name. It's the old white lady. I told my friends every time I see this white lady, I don't want to seem racist, but I'm not. But every time I see this older lady, her her aura just gives me evil. Like every time I see her, it's just something about her. Just her face always scrunched up. She never look happy. Like I never seen this lady with a smile on her face. And I swear, if I was to dig into her past, if I could, it would be an unhappy sight for my head because I just know, oh, just the way she look and the way her aura is, I don't even know it. I just feel like I would just be like, ooh, all that negativity. Just, ooh, you need a cleanse. You need to be baptized. And I feel like she get baptized, the whole water gonna catch on fire. Like it's just gonna start bubbling or something. Or either she dip a toe in there, she might melt. Like, I don't trust her. It's just like every time I see her, I just see just pure evil. And I don't know if y'all have seen, but I have seen multiple times, often, about this neighbor that called 911 on another neighbor because they was yelling and screaming because of the Knicks game. The lady comes out the house. Yeah, basically, long story short, yeah, the lady comes out the house and the police knocks on the door, but the police already got their gun on the holster and everything. But I'm gonna just give y'all the long story short part. Long story short, the dog gets shot behind somebody not minding their business. Now, I feel this way. If you felt like somebody was threatening on the other side of the door, something was going on that was suspicious to you, why didn't you knock on the door yourself? If you felt like something was going on that wasn't supposed to, you got to think. That's why I say go back to critical thinking again. Like nobody's using their critical thinking skills no more. Like everybody just Sims characters at this point. But the dog got killed, and the police officer laughed in his body cam talking about some that dog better not bite me or something like that. And the lady even told the dog owner told the officer the dog is not aggressive. But if you are a dog owner, a dog lover, or been around dogs, you know if a dog don't know you, they're gonna bark. So it's not about them being aggressive. You know an aggressive dog from a dog that's just protecting their owner. We know the difference. It's just that these cops be trigger happy going into these situations the way that the supposedly victim explains it. They explain it in a way that they might go into a situation hostile. Hostile. Because they're just going off of what you just said. And then when they get there, they already pumped up with all that adrenaline and all that hostility in them. They're expecting the worst. So therefore, they're going to do the worst because they're expecting the worst because what you told them. That's why everybody just need to mind their business. Because I know if that was happening to my dog, that person would have a lot to deal with. Because I swear, every single day, I'm gonna be plotting on to get you. And this is, and I shouldn't have said it out. Shouldn't have said this out loud. I should have kept this to myself. But I just know I'm not gonna kill you. That's one thing I would never do. I'm never taking your life. Never, ever, 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 ever. I would never kill nobody. I'm sorry. I'm not God. I'm not whoever you worship. So I can't do that. I'm not in charge. So I wouldn't do that to you. But I just know I will want my fair one. I will want it. And my dog will want me to have it. Because my dog didn't choose to be shot at for no reason. So therefore, you got to feel the wrath of how I feel. And now the thunder is explaining how I feel. And yeah, that's how I feel. Because we will have to get our family. I will be plotting. That revenge will be served cold, expeditiously cold, like very cold, ice cold, to the point where you be like, I didn't know this was gonna happen to me. Like you won't even know who did it and why. But like I said, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna just get my fair one. Cause that ain't right. My dog didn't ask for that. And I always wonder because I just seen another story about this lady. She said the calm fight with her friends in the inside while they was on a road trip. Now, one thing about it, two things for sure. Me and my friends dissected this, and I appreciate my friend helping me dissect it. It made sense when she said it because she told me she was like, if they took a road trip it had to be a reason why she was mad and why it got to the point where it got to, because nobody gonna set somebody on fire for no reason, which is true, because you got to have, it's a cause and effect for every single situation. So it puts me in the mind of what was the cause of why she set the car on fire, because she was the effect. There's a cause somewhere that they ain't telling us that I want to know, because I'm nosy, I'm invested, because I'm just like, I won't want that to happen to me, because if I'm hoping, 'cause I even everybody know I hang with a mixture of male and females, but majority of my friends are females. But if this was a male friendship scenario, like I said before the previous statement, we would have to get our one on one, because I'm glad the people in the situation got away with their lives. But if I got away with my life, I won't even tell the police. I will hope they get out on bond. I would love to pay their bond money. So then I can find you, or either you can't escape me, but when I pay your bond money, I'm gonna pick you up. And you better hope you find a ride. But I'm gonna be nice to you, because like I said, the revenge is gonna be served cold. And I'm gonna be nice to you to the point where you think that I forgot and I forgave. But I'm gonna bring it up one day and I'm gonna tell you, oh, you know, I'm still mad at you for setting me on fire, right? But I can't even do that, because for one, I gotta think about if I caused that person to set me on fire. But if I caused it, there's no need for me to retaliate and do anything if I caused it. But I just hope that I'm an innocent bystander, and I just get caught on the crossfire because you wanted to get such and such. But just tell me before you do it, so I can not be in a situation. And then two, so I can tell the person that you about to set on fire to look out. Because I can't know that information and not tell somebody. Because then if they die and I know it, I feel like I'm accessory, and that's gonna hurt my conscience. So I'd rather tell my friend, like, yo, you better look out, because such and such don't like you. Or either I'm gonna set the two friends up, we going, and I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna just add right out. Be like, look, Amber don't like Stacy. She told me this, she told me that. Here y'all go. Let's handle the situation. I may not be the best mediator, but I'm gonna be the best starter. And I mean, somebody gonna have to be the starter, because I mean, at the end of the day, it gotta be said. My name ain't Big Mouth for a reason. But I also want to know, because I'm running through these topics, because I gotta get ready to go to work. So I gotta run through these like my mind bad. I always want to know, why do people fake their lifestyle? Like, why do people fake it and get on the internet and you see a different them, but then when you see them in person, oh, they lifestyle and what it is. And it's like, me, I ain't gonna fake what my lifestyle is. Y'all see where I'm at. Y'all, I even told y'all I moved from my apartment and I miss it every day. It hurt my heart that I'm not there. But I'm probably not there for a reason, but I need to really pick up the pace. But I'm gonna be posting more, like I've been saying, because I gotta stick to it, because I can't go out. I'm getting nowhere slowly, the pace that I'm going. And I gotta use this ugly AI to help me out with my podcast. But I'm gonna listen to it and do what I gotta say to get it done, because at the end of the day, I need money. And I need people to help me donate. I mean, help me donate. People can donate to me, because my headphone, y'all see that? Y'all can't see because it's black. But the headphones is peeling. I'm gonna need some more headphones, more equipment. Like, I'm gonna need to have more guests up here, because I know y'all don't want to keep hearing me talk just by myself all the time. And I wanted to add other people. But like I said, I want to know, why do people fake their lives? Because I know like I said, I know I don't. But on that note, I'm gonna leave y'all with that question. And remember to put yourself first, because nobody else will. And I love you. You know, you better love me. Now let's get together and make some money. And if you want to donate to help this podcast, ew, it was on camera, not right. And then I want y'all to see that. But if you want to donate, my Cash App is always going to be in my description of every video. My Cash App is always going to be there no matter what. And if you want to follow me on all my social medias. I need to start posting more on every single one of them. But yeah, if you want to follow me or be a guest, hit me up on any of my platforms. And also, you can send me a voicemail at 757-993-1377. It could be about anything. It could be about a podcast. You can vent or you want advice. Just send it to that voicemail. That number is 757-993-1377. And it would definitely be anonymous.